It's on.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great. Cheryl. Here. Marilyn. Here. And Sherry here. All right. What do you got, Cheryl?
Nothing.
Anybody have anything for Parks and Rec?
I don't.
You want questions or?
Anything. If you have any, yeah, sure, if you have a question. Nothing?
No.
Okay.
Wow. What's wrong with you?
It's gonna be a quick meeting.
Okay, I mean, here's a question. How's the picnic table situation?
I can't answer the question because I'm waiting on Mac to tell us how much we can spend on getting those replaced.
Well, that's an answer.
Oh, there he is. Perfect timing, Mayor.
Did it go out?
But,
Yeah.
I mean, any, the picnic table replacement situation, are we allocating money for it?
No.
Or what are we doing with it?
Not gonna be able to do it.
Did somebody take Robbie over to look at the assess it?
I did not.
Did you say asbestos?
To assess,
I can,
Oh.
I look at
So
it,
you don't get sick, whatever.
no?
I can send him a text.
Yeah, we have Robbie look at it, and we can get it.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, they've been bad.
alrighty. Is there anything else? Did Marilyn have a question for you, Angie?
Sure.
Do you know what we're doing with the t-shirts? or-
No, the last thing I saw, the email I got was just the design and that was it.
Okay,
I haven't heard nothing else.
alright,
Alrighty.
okay.
You know that's
I didn't know if that's what we were going with. I didn't know if anybody voted. That's right, because I need to get a
Well,
hold of them.
There was only, what, 3 of us here or something, 4 of us? So we were all okay with it.
Oh, okay. When was it? I didn't even know we had one.
It was
It was
last
the 5th.
Thursday?
I think.
Yeah, it was Thursday.
Oh,
I don't know, Brittany sent out emails, but, so. Yeah, we're good with that.
I'll email her.
Are you, who are you gonna contact somebody for the?
Brett, well, yeah, I have the paper of who to contact.
Okay,
I just
okay.
didn't know how many.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll call her and
Okay.
text her.
Thank you, Angie, I appreciate that. Anything else?
that's all.
Alrighty. 6:03, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn Parks and Rec.
Sherry,
Yes?
Cheryl,
Yes.
Marilyn.
Yes.
Alright. Alright, 6:03, I'd like to call the committee of the whole to order.
Second.
Was that you, Terry? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Scott,
Yes.
Sherry,
Yes?
Cheryl,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Marilyn,
Yes.
David's absent.
Alright, any, prior guests requesting to speak?
I'm sorry?
Any prior guests for speak?
Yeah, I have a statement. On December the 28th, Windham contacted me first about a clamp for a water main break. It has not been replaced. Therefore, that reflects upon me because I got the ball rolling.
So, hold on, they requested from over in Garrettsville?
Yes.
That's what you're asking, or saying, okay.
So, I would imagine that reflects on everyone in the room also.
So the water department requested it?
Yes. And I would greatly appreciate it if someone lends someone a helping hand that they.
They are coming in on order and it'll be replaced. It was supposed to get ordered, didn't get ordered, it's ordered now. It'll be.
A lot of things go that way around
Yeah,
here.
well, it's
I just-
coming in, so, yeah.
I think
She
the
just did a
plates were
PO for
ordered
it.
all at once.
It's coming in, so it'll be.
Cause I got asked about it the other day and I told them to bill you guys triple the price.
That's fine, but it's coming in, so,
Anything else?
thanks for that.
I'd like to introduce Wesley. I'm not sure what his last name is, but he's, He's our new zoning inspector, so I didn't know if you were gonna do that, Matt, but I stole
We're
your
good.
thunder. So welcome to the team.
What's his name again?
Wesley Ransom. Would you like to say anything, Wesley? No?
Nice to meet you.
Sweet.
Short and sweet.
All right, thank you. All right, I'd like to make a motion to approve the May 13th, 2025 Committee of the Whole meeting notes.
Second.
Scott?
I gotta check, was I here or not?
Oh, I think you were.
You were out,
You were
Scott.
absent.
Yeah. Abstain.
Sherry?
Yes,
Cheryl?
Those are the ones we need to amend.
I did amend.
She did
them,
already.
Sent them, so those are the ones
and I
that you
looked
do
at it,
have.
they're good. Yep.
Terry?
Yes.
Marilyn?
Abstain.
David's not here. So just a little bit of the finance reports as of May 31st. Expenditures year to date, $708,000, $86.20. Revenue as of the 31st was $630,000, $737.18. That has increased over $87,000 due to some rate deposits that we're receiving. So that number will look drastic for the next meeting. A little bit about finance, I did just apply for a PEP grant for $1,000 for things of safety. So with this grant, they will not allocate more than $1,000, but also not less than $1,000. It's through our PEP insurance public pool, so I will know within 2 weeks if that's approved. And those are things to buy, like the safety vests, anything safety related that will help us from not having any type of incidents here. So.
Thank you. Do we have any old business to discuss? Anyone? Alrighty. President's report, the only thing that I have is I will be attending a seminar that is being put on by Rita. That is on Monday, so I'm not really sure what that's all about, but sounds like maybe there's some learnings there that we can come back and be able to apply in the community when it comes to those type of things.
It's an
So
impressive event, you'll see people from
yeah,
all northeast Ohio, it's,
sounds like it. So
Yeah.
looking forward to that. So it's one thing I have going on right now. And so Mayor's communication.
Yesterday I was invited by Middlefield Bank to go to, it was like a gathering between the bank heads and stuff like that. It was pretty good. You got to see how they work, what they're about, things that they do. So going to that, I feel confident in our money being put into their bank. I also got to network with a few people, so we'll see where that takes us.
That's what I got for banking this month.
Yeah, other than that, it's just business as usual. I did speak with, a few children that applied. They're gonna apply for summer work, so as long as they get their paperwork in, we should have a few kids here and there. So we'll see how that goes.
There were 16 applications over the last week taken from the office.
So yeah, that's quite the number as long as they get all that paperwork in. Other than that, that's it.
Alrighty, thank you. Utilities, Mary.
No, not this time, really.
Alrighty, I have, did David provide updates, to anyone for finance?
No.
Nothing? Alright,
You didn't send anything to you, Sam?
just the
Other
camera,
than my camera.
just the camera. Scott, safety and personnel.
I don't have anything either.
Okay. And so we have service committee, nothing on service committee, so Terry, economic development.
Oh, I might have something.
Alright, come on, a hotel?
Mac and I met with a lady from the Nazarene Church.
Mhm.
The Nazarene Church might be starting up a daycare. It hasn't gone through all the
Nice.
rigmarole yet, but they're interested in maybe putting in a daycare in
That's-
Windham for
Be nice.
lower income families
That'd
that
be great.
have trouble.
Yeah,
But it's just talk right now, so,
Alright, great.
it's a big need.
yeah, it is.
Wasn't that in my service committee?
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
we talked about that. That
Okay.
building.
Terry, anything else?
No, that's
Okay,
it. That's
all right,
I have.
so, next is planning commission, nothing for planning commission. And then we have police.
Our night out is August 5th from 5 to 8 p.m. We're gonna do t-shirts for school supplies this year to do the school drive. We're reaching out to the fire department, see if they wanna help us design them. And anybody that would like to help can give Addie a call and let her know for that night. I spent probably about 5 hours out today running the traffic camera and got 48 citations. So the speed is there and they're all big. It's just how much can we be out there? I talked to the mayor and I'm gonna put Officer Brauskis back on full-time to run the camera as long as he's doing what he's supposed to do. I did speak with him about his prior employment with us and how he had left.
Speak up a little bit, please.
I did speak with him about his prior employment with us and the reasons why he had left, and he assured me that he wasn't gonna leave again, but he is on a probationary period for a year in this. So if he's not doing what he needs to do to make it work, then we can go back to part-time. But I do, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, we're adding a full-time officer is what you're saying.
Yeah, but I think with what we're getting out there, it's gonna more than pay for his time. So like I said, I did 48 today. It was a good day. Obviously the sun, it was good weather. But I
That's a
also,
week, yeah.
on Saturday, spent an hour, or not Saturday, last week, spent an hour and a half and got 20. So it just depends on.
Are you moving that
Prime time.
around, or is it in a set?
I am today. I was primarily out at Warren and 303.
That's yeah.
So, and I was only shooting, I shot both directions if they had a plate, but for the most part, it was just coming into town. And they were moving. So,
Set up just on Horn one day.
yeah, oh, I know,
They're
I could
moving
do
on
that.
it. Yeah,
yeah.
Terry out there.
Would
with
you?
no problem.
Would you love that? Yeah.
So, obviously our impound lot's gonna be opening soon, so working on getting the information from Evan to get the truck to do the contract for that, and I plan on opening it as soon as we can. I do still have to get him to put the lights up out there, so I know that it's under, I think, what I'm allowed to expend, but I just wanna make sure you guys are okay with me putting the lights up so that there's no damage to the cars in the lot
Oh,
when
yeah.
we start bringing them in.
You have to.
Does that sit on a stand, or do you have to hold it though?
The camera?
Yeah.
There is a stand for it, or you can hold it if you're not shaky.
Yeah, so you got, it's just like a tripod, a pod,
Yeah,
and just,
so,
Good?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. All right, housing, Demel.
skip some.
Oh, zoning.
I got a bunch of stuff.
Zoning? Yeah, just said it.
I said that before that. I didn't say nothing after that.
All right, housing, Demel.
Oh, okay.
It's your turn now.
Alright. So, let's start. Where should we start? 9539 Green Meadow. That's the one with the apartments that's connected by the single gas. So apartment, water, I'm sorry, yeah, single water. He called asking about trying to get some, trying to get those inspected and so he could possibly get those rented out again. I haven't seen what he did yet, so I'm gonna end up inspecting and seeing that.
Oh, that's the one where A and B are connected.
Yes.
I got you.
Yes. So I'm gonna have a checkup on that. I got Portage Housing 2 and 3 this month. We got about 12, well, actually about 18 houses. So I'll be doing 2 and 3, so that's about 11 11 properties. 9130 Linden, no, that's been an issue. I called him, he hasn't called me back yet, but there is an excessive amount of trash out in the front yard.
That's the same
That's
one,
always.
the one we keep cleaning up.
Yes, and, I've already tried to inspect that. This is my third time. She pushed it back, so it's gonna be the end of this month too, she said. So I tried to do it twice in, last month. But they wouldn't let me in, so.
What's our recourse if they continue to trash their?
Well, I have to, I called the landlord to let him know that there is a excessive amount of trash out there. When I get to inspect it, which they said I can at the end of this month, I'll be going in and then I'll be taking my full inspection list and we can go from there.
Is there a way that they can be cited that for?
What if you don't get to go in at the end of the month?
If I don't get to go in, then I'll have to write a letter to the landlord stating that I need to get in there, that property. And then if it further goes on, then me and the chief will have to talk about going over there and pretty much, forcing our way.
There's children inside, right?
You don't let,
Yes.
I think at least 3.
you don't let nobody in over there.
Yeah, no, I got a call from both of them. They were saying that they were going through some hardships and some issues. And I understand, I get that, but the trash was a lot. The trash was a lot, so.
That's the hardest of the ships, boy, because we've cleaned that up 3 times.
Yes. And I've called and let him know, so I'm waiting on a call back from him. He seems to want to get it done, but I think they're the ones really stalling. So I'll have to sit down or talk to him, and so far I've gotten him to acknowledge that they're not letting me in. But it's
He's
just
responsible and he has the control,
Exactly.
so the renters don't have much control, so
right.
he's gonna have to get that done.
Are we billing the landlord when we gotta clean that up?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even, it was cleaned up, I was around when I saw them clean it up the first time, and they just put so much in the front now again. It's kinda getting out of hand.
He's allowed to request 24-hour notice and go in, and if he sees anything,
I did,
obviously make a complaint.
right, and I did I told him these things, but
He's not doing it.
he's not good. Last time I was here, I wasn't here the week before. I talked about landlord. It was Mike McCausey. So me and Mike talked. He we got a misunderstanding. So what I said was I don't get to go into his properties. I've went into his properties. I've went into the low income properties that are based off of he gets state funding for, not the properties that's paid cash for. So the properties that he paid cash for, he leaves it up to them to whether I can come in or not. So that's the issue I have with that. And I'm sure he knows that it's up to him to let me in, not them, but he leaves it up to them. So I just wanted to correct that he does let me in to the ones that are Section 8 and all that, just not the ones that's cash.
The ones he's not letting you in, are they updated?
That's the ones I would like to see, but
Yeah.
they are. And that's also one of the ones where I got a picture of the steps going up to the deck. And they said it was built bad, but I haven't been able to get into the property to go see it.
But what happens if they don't get if they don't have a, certificate to operate, can we shut them down if they don't get inspected?
I would think that at some point,
Yes,
we could shut them down.
yes,
And
If
it's part
they've
of what they
been-
have to do as
right.
landlord.
yes, that is possible.
You can revoke his license to rent, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I would think,
For non-compliance, you
Yeah.
would think.
Yes.
because that whole thing's about making sure people are safe inside
Right,
rentals.
but I haven't gotten any complaints from the tenants either, so it's
Sometimes it
from
happens.
hearsay, and then I go in there and maybe it's not, but,
Sometimes they don't want to report
right,
because where they gonna go if it's,
right, and that's where my inspection comes in, me
Yeah.
going in and making my own assessments. Okay, that's it for me.
Okey-dokey. All right, did you have anything to communicate in that? No, okay. All right,
Actually, yeah, I just went to a call. The guy on Maple, or not Maple, on Grove Court, he has two lights that need replaced, so David, he has two lights that need replaced.
all right, thank you. Council or guest last chance to speak?
you got one thing,
Yeah.
With the water plant, until we find somebody permanent, maybe I missed a meeting, so we explained that. If we decided who's gonna run that, and are we gonna, what's gonna be the compensation? Because somebody needs to be compensated for the extra hours they're gonna have to put in there.
We could, whenever you get the time, we can meet with Billy. Billy said he would step up and do it in the
Yeah.
meantime, so.
If he does that again, we need to comment, because that's putting a lot on his plate, and he should be,
You, let me know when you're available, I'll set,
I am a free man right now.
oh, yeah, it's summertime.
Yeah,
Let me-
after 10 morning, because I'm fishing till then.
Well,
I'm home
Yeah,
by
don't
10.
interrupt.
Well, I was gonna say, we're pushing till afternoon then, cause I'm busy after that, but, I'll get a hold of you, we'll get that taken care of.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
got a question.
Yeah.
The last meeting that we had, there was a mention of a water main break on Bright and Short, was it?
Just on Bright.
Just
yeah.
on Bright?
It's at the end, kind of short.
How long has that been leaking?
I think that's probably been a month.
Maybe.
Is there, I'm just curious, because after water runs so long, it starts to erode the ground. What if there's a sinkhole and something happens? When you say water main break, I just instantly think somebody should be out there right now fixing it.
Right,
And then
Well, the problem with that is, on their last water break, they went out there with not all the equipment they should have. So all that stuff has to get ordered in order for them to do all that stuff.
oh, we don't have that stuff
And
here.
it's an issue, one issue on top of another issue, so.
Well, it's just
all
scary
that,
because if the
yeah.
road gives while somebody's on
Right.
it, then
They're-
do
they're
they
on
sue
top
the
of it.
town if something happens, you know?
Yeah.
It was just on my mind the
Yeah.
last time I heard it, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding.
Is it a slow leak, or is it a?
Yeah, it's a smaller one.
It is not, but I'm sure you were told it was small. It is surfaced and it's running down the
Yeah,
road.
I mean, compared to some of the ones I've seen, it's smaller than those other ones, but I mean.
Well, the road makes it
it's
look small.
definitely-
I mean,
It's definitely, it's a leak. It's a good running leak, so it's running good down there, so
you guys don't keep clamps in reserve?
Normally we do, that's a good question. Maybe.
yeah, it's not a matter of the clamp, it's certain material and equipment we have to have. There was an issue and it has to be taken care of in
Like,
order for them. so.
You know, there's, you either clamping it, you're cutting a section out, putting a section in, clamping it. I mean, like, I don't understand what specialty equipment you need.
Safety.
There was safety stuff that,
It was
in order
safety
for them to
violation.
do anything that they have to
Go
do,
into the
so,
hole.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that gets taken care of, then they can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, That's what I have to deal with right now, so that's what it is. I don't.
Where was that in Bright?
Bright, and the end of Short and Bright, where they connect.
Is that where Quiggles is?
Oh, honey, I don't know anybody in this town. I've lived here my whole life and don't know anybody.
Terry, did you have something?
Yeah, who mows the grass, like, in a ditch? You know, like so from Wright Drive to 303, that guy bought all that big property from Leonard. But the ditch that goes there, there's a, fire hydrant there, but the grass is so high you can't see it.
Yeah, they're
Last year,
supposed to.
Robbie went and mowed around the fire hydrant, but it needs it again.
It should be the,
They're supposed to
Yeah.
do that.
I thought we owned so much on it,
no,
no?
Well, you own the
You have a
ditch
right
side, not the side that hydrant's on now.
Yeah.
If it was this side of the ditch, then sure. You own what, 3 feet past the white
Past-
line?
I don't know, but you can't see the fire hydrant.
yeah.
Horn Road.
Oh,
Yeah.
that big corner property.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
who owns that?
Okay,
I just wondered.
Mm.
No, there's another property up the road from there that they need to get their ditch done too.
Oh. Zoning.
Write it down.
Breaking in, right out the gate.
303 in Horn Road.
All right, anyone else? Sheila?
So I'm behind several months, but I won't keep us here because this is like a record, so I'll let us keep the record, I think, time-wise. I'm kind of tired today, but I did have a couple of things. Our new person, Wesley, so I won't quiz you on your background, but I'm really hoping that he has more experience than our last one. And I feel like that there was no search through the code unless it became necessary. And I feel like someone in that position should be familiar with it, not just, oh, we have a major event, and then they look something up. And I'm hopeful, so I don't know where you any of your background, but because we're way behind. I mean, I'm not the only one that says that, right? In this room even. So I'm worried about how things are looking, and I'm wondering, when I listened to the other meetings, I didn't hear anyone say anything about new legislation or what the code may already read regarding some of these homes that need the power washing or need the vegetation off the roof or need the things hooked back up to the, there's so much of it, and I'm really hopeful that I'll hear that, because I don't see it in the code, some of these details, and it was talked about. So I'm hopeful in the next couple months or something, we'll be able to talk as a council to do that, and with your input and knowledge, whatever that may be. And then also I'm curious from Demel, the 4-unit down there, where are we at? Because it's the steps at least, and any inspection before someone would move into my uncle's old unit.
Well, right now, they were upstanding.
Upstanding what? I'm sorry.
They had their license, so I can't stop them. But if anyone complains, which I didn't get a complaint from anyone, or the owner, they never complained to the owner. They got 3 things they can do. They can complain, they can call, or they can put their money in escrow if they're really concerned about it that much.
So my complaint is like nothing, my evidence, my video.
It's not that.
It's a dangerous situation. What
It's
does
not a
safety
problem,
cost?
but you don't live there, so
But
you can't
I go
really-
up and down those steps, and so do other people. And I mean, to just be saying, you don't have the authority to make a complaint about a safety issue on a
didn't
rental.
say that.
That's the bulk of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that doesn't make any sense to me. If it's a safety issue, whether it's that unit or somewhere else, and they exist.
Right.
I mean, they have their certification or whatever, but when you know there's a violation, you contacted them, just like this other place on Linden or wherever.
Right.
I mean, I'm sitting here listening to this, we did it, and like, at what point is there something in the code or something where you say, okay, like, we've been there twice, third time's a charm, we're coming in, officer, whatever. I mean, you can't just keep doing it. And
So you
that-
want me to come in on a tethered, walkway?
It's not a
Which
tether.
they have a separate exit to, that they don't have to use
The general
that
public
step.
doesn't know that. The general public is gonna go up the front steps. Unless you're parking there or you'll go around to the side.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense to me that you have a violation that is very clear and
It's not all that clear, but
Oh.
it's there.
it's if you go like this to the railing, it's gonna, anyone leans on it, you're going over.
Right.
So that's pretty clear. And then the maintenance of the steps is less than, for sure, for a rental property especially. I mean, and we all
Also said
maintain how
that
we do, but
There's a hazard on the other side that you could consider a hazard, but it's not a hazard.
okay, so we could disagree on that, that's fine, but the front
Right.
is not even debatable.
Has anyone fallen on these steps?
No,
So
not
we
that
should
I
wait
know
till
of.
they do?
No, I was
I
just
don't
asking
know.
if that happened.
I don't know,
Okay.
I have not
The
heard.
front steps are getting old, yes. I've walked up the steps to check them. They are getting old, they are tethered. The railing is a little weak, but it doesn't seem to be used like the other walkway that's going towards the cars. Now, that whole front could probably, use a redoing, but I have talked to the guy. He said he was getting something together, and I was giving him my opportunities, really because he is a good landlord. So I was just giving him the benefit of the doubt. Now, I can get stern, but I'd rather have a good rapport with him than be on his back, because that's not the way I work.
I get the more bees with honey thing for sure, but I mean, it's been since fall when I first brought this up,
Yeah.
October.
You also brought up the fact that I bother people that do pay. And
I don't know,
bother-
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that was in the
I
messages.
bother the people that pay.
Well, I do. I need to stop work. I need to not bother the people that do pay and do good in Windham. But-
I can't conceive of an instance where I would say something like that.
Well,
That is
you could-
not me.
You could just reread your message.
Okay, well,
It'll tell me, but
it's
I
out of
gotta deal
context
with
or
it.
something.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of confused at what is it that you really trying to do.
I'm trying to get the railing fixed and the
Yeah.
steps up.
Well,
You
I'm-
have 4
I'm
units.
trying to do the same thing. We on the same page.
Well, it's October. It's a mighty long time to get a railing and a porch fixed, and it's just
Not
we're
everybody
in
has.
June.
Not everybody has money like
Well,
that.
then they shouldn't be in the business if they can't keep them up.
That's true too. But he has been upstanding.
Okay, all right, so let's move
Where's
allotted
this place
5 minutes
that
for
we're
the.
talking about?
At the
Next to
corner of
Shiloh.
Main and 303.
8965.
Okay, right on the big.
Yeah, the 4 unit there.
Next to Stoney's
Yeah,
Yeah,
white building.
yeah.
Yeah, we're warning
So the leak was that they were just talking about that's on Spring technically, or
No, it's on break.
It's on break.
okay? Because I'm wondering on Spring, right before you get to Short Drive, there was a cutout for some kind of repair, I imagine, and I'm just wondering when that might get filled in.
That's all Ryan spoke with, Hard Labor. They got all the places that they're gonna get, and that's gonna be part of the package. So all that stuff will be getting done soon. it's,
July?
Yeah,
July, I think.
yeah, he has a date with, hard labor on when they're gonna get it done, so that's under the way, so all that stuff will get done. And that leak, once they do get it done, that's under the same contract, so once they dig all that stuff, get it done, he'll come back and resurface.
What
once
was
that leak's
the
in.
quote, if you don't mind me asking?
I think it was 7, something like that,
For all of them,
yeah.
I think 210,000 is what we applied for. I don't
No, I'm
No.
talking about for, the hard labor to come,
Oh,
Not for all the
I didn't
samples.
receive that quote, he said
Yeah,
he's
I
got,
think
getting
it-
another
it
one.
was- I can't quote for sure.
If it's not here,
but
it's
he
not
said-
here.
Yeah, Ryan has it, but I
He's
believe he
got
said
that.
it was around $7,000 or something like
Between,
that.
I believe between 7 and 8, cause it was under the 8,500 he
Yeah.
projected at the last meeting. So that was just a verbal, I haven't
Which,
seen
if you're getting
documentation
every
yet.
hole in the town hot patched for $8,500, that's a heck of a good deal.
Yeah. That always-
I think,
Been that
like I
all
said,
through.
when Ryan comes here, he'll have better numbers, but something like that.
Sheila, do you have anything else?
For another meeting, please.
Anyone else? All right, 6:36, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the committee of a whole.
Second.
Scott,
Yes.
Sherry,